Hello, good morning, friends. Now let us try to understand the lattice enthalpy. Okay, that also I have taken from the Narayana Need book only. Okay, so how can you understand the lattice enthalpy, student? Let us read out the slides, and then we will try to explain it out. The amount of energy released, energy released when the required number of oppositely charged gaseous ion present at infinite distance come close and form one mole of ionic compound. Crystalline solid is known as a lattice energy of the compound. So what they are saying is, student, that is cation is there. Suppose Na plus is there, a plus Cl minus is there. Okay, and they are how much distant? They are present at infinite distance. Present at infinite distance. Present at infinite distance. Now what we are doing is, student, and make them close, make them close. If you are making them close and forming that compound, what we are going to do is, student, ionic compound, form ionic compound. Okay, so that is in this process when you are making them close and formation of ionic compound, the energy released, energy released, this energy is known as what, student? Lattice energy. Okay, lattice energy. So that is, again you read out the statement, student. The amount of energy released, what is there, student? Released when the required number of oppositely charged gaseous ion present at infinite distance clump closed and form one mole of ionic, ionic crystalline solid is known as lattice energy of the compound. So how much ionic solid you are forming? That is 1 mole. Okay, student. So two ions, more, required number of ions, cation and anions are coming close to each other and forming the 1 mole of ionic compound. In this process, the amount of energy released is known as what? Lattice energy. Now let us try to understand some other point, student. Lattice energy is, what, student? Lattice energy is directly proportional to the product of the Z plus and Z minus, and inversely proportional to the sum of the radii of cation and anion. Right, student? So what they are saying, that is whatever the charges are there, lattice energy is charges of the product of charges of cation and anion and divided by sum of the radii of cation and anion. Charge on cation, Z plus is charge of cation, Z minus charge on anion. Lattice energy is also calculated based on the Born-Haber cycle, which is based on Hess law. So let us try to understand Hess law of heat summation, student. Hess law of heat summation, the heat energy released or absorbed in a process is same. The heat energy released or absorbed in a process is same whether the process occur in one step or the several steps. Dear students, what they are saying, let us understand the Hess law. Okay, so better you will be able to know. They are saying of Hess law of constant heat summation. Hess law of constant heat summation. So what is meaning of this, student? This meaning, that is A to B any product is forming. Okay, or it is forming A to B, A to C, okay, not B, A to C. Firstly, A to B is forming in one step, it is one step. But secondly, what it can be possible? A to C, C to D, D to E, D to E, and E to B. So that is one step. So that is the one step process, means first route, student, first route. And this is the second route. In the second route they are saying, that is in the first route, suppose E1 energy is there, and in the second route this is E2, E3, E4 and E5. So they are saying constant heat separation, whether the reaction is proceeding A to B in the one step or multiple step, the energy will be same. So E1 will be equal to E2 plus E3 plus E4 plus what, student? E5 plus E5. So this all the cases energy will be, sum of energy will be same. So that is what the meaning, student. the heat energy released or absorbed in a process is same whether the process occur in one step or in several steps. Okay, so here what we have done is, student, that is in one step, that is E1 energy, and several step E2, 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 E3, E4, E5, that is all are the, that is same. Next one, lattice energy increases as cation or anion size decreases. So LIF highest lattice energy, NAF, KF. Okay, so if both are having the smallest size, student, the lattice energy will be very high. Second point, student, second is LIF, LICL, LIBR and LII. So in this case what they are doing is, student, that is a halogen size increases. In this case, no, in this case cation size increases, student, in this Li plus Na plus Kf. Here is the halogen size increases. So both cases, if the smaller are there, so that is lattice energy will be high. Greater the charge on the ions, more is lattice energy. NAF, MgO, ALN. So here is plus 3 minus 3, plus 2 minus 2, and here is plus 1 minus 1. So greater the charge is there, means greater will be the, what, student? Greater the charge means there, student, greater will be the lattice energy. Next point, greater the lattice energy, more is the strength, comma, stability and melting point, but low solubility. So what is meaning of this, student? What is meaning of this? So greater the lattice energy, more is strength, comma, stability and melting point, but low solubility. Next point, when you are going to understand, student, when a cation or anion in the gaseous state interact with solvent in the liquid state, energy is liberated. Okay, this liberated energy is termed as solvation energy. Okay, try to understand this again, student. When a cation and anion in the gaseous state interact with the solvent, okay, in liquid state, energy is liberated. This liberated energy is known as solvation energy. What is meaning of this, student? Okay, so that is we are having the cation, okay, and anion. Suppose M plus is their cation and Cl minus is their anion. So when you are dissolving in the water, student, in dissolving in the water, so energy released, student, energy released, energy released, and this energy released is known as what, student? That is known as solvation energy. This is known as solvation energy, right, student? Next point you try to understand, student. When the solvent in water is water, the liberated energy is called hydration energy. If though it is water, that is hydration energy. The value of solvation energy depends on the size of ion. The smaller the size of the ions, more is solvation energy. So lattice energy in the sodium chloride is Y kilojoule. Assuming the same interionic distance, with what will be the lattice energy of the magnesium sulfide? Okay, student. So the charge magnitude of the ion is NaCl is 1 1 respectively. The product of Q1 Q2 is 1 into 1, that is 1. The charge or magnitude of the ion in magnesium sulfide is 2 into 2, that is 4. So that is hence the lattice energy of MgS is 4Y. Okay, product 4Y kilojoule per mole. So this is all about the lattice energy, student. You can read out the Narayana NEET book. You will be able to understand the concept more easily. Okay, the more you read out the book, student, more it will be the easier to understand the concept. Okay, so while the reading the books or learning from the lecture, you need to little spend the time on your books, students. Okay, so that will give the immense concept and immense happiness for the understanding. Thank you so much for watching, friends.